Hello, I'm Jim Morningstar, your guide through this 9-session Integrative Life Teacher Training Series. In this class, we will be deepening our certitude of who we are and what is our unique way of being an integrative life teacher. In the past, in our School of Integrative Psychology, every other year for 33 years, we would all take a mid-year retreat called an Enlightenment Intensive, during which, for 3 days, we would keep silence, holding the question inside ourselves, who am I? Our only scheduled talking would be a 40-minute exercise session in which partners would alternate 5-minute periods of answering that question with each other. We did this 13 times, interspersed with periods of breath work, walking meditation, body work, physical work, meals, and teaching lectures. Monitors and I, as the facilitator, were always available to support the participants through their stages and validate their breakthrough experiences. The Enlightenment Exercise. I will now share the Enlightenment Exercise with you. This consists of, first, having a sincere desire to experience the truth of who you are. Without this, you're just playing games. Sure, you will have doubts, but that sincere desire is what will help you persist through them. Two people who share this intent sit across from one another with their spines relatively straight and keep eye contact throughout the exercise. It is helpful to have a timer which gently rings every 5 minutes for a total of 40 minutes. With the desire to hear their partner's truth without giving any verbal or nonverbal cues, one party starts by giving their partner the instructions, "Tell me who you are." This instruction is precise. Never alter it with clever intonation or expression, which is just your ego distracting your partner. Do not say the partner's name, as this can be reinforcing of a taught identity. The partner receiving the instruction takes it in as a sincere request, and inside them, self-reaffirms their desire to respond authentically. Then, for the rest of the 5-minute period, the partner who was given the instruction divides their time between contemplating the question and communicating what arises in their consciousness in response to holding the question. The principle is that what is essential will then deepen till one's presentation of their truth is with their whole being, not reliant upon old concepts, ideas, or emotions. Yes, they will use words or gestures, but they are incidental to the experience, which is being transmitted to the consciousness of their partner. A truly open partner will get it. Someone who is wrestling with their ego may not. No matter what, the partner who gave the instruction for that 5-minute turn remains silent and in eye contact till the timer rings, at which time the one who is talking immediately stops and the one who is listening says, "Thank you," nothing more. That doesn't mean you have no concern for your partner. It just means you keep your ego evaluation out of it and use their sincere communication as a springboard for your turn during the next 5 minutes. After the listening partner says thank you, the one who was talking now gives their partner the instruction, "Tell me who you are." This cycle continues until each partner has had 4 turns. During these exercise period, both parties are going through their own stages on their path, which may be similar to their partners or quite different. The point is to accept your partner completely where they're at and stay with your own process 100%. That will be the best support you can give your partner. Over-empathizing can just reinforce their mind and derail your process. Let's do this exercise together to get the flavor of it. I'll ask you to get comfortably seated with your spine relatively straight and to keep eye contact with me while breathing easily for 5 minutes. Then you may pause the video and do the process for yourself, responding to me for the following 5 minutes. We will continue to alternate till each of us has had 4 turns. My spirit is with you. Let's begin. You say to me, tell me who you are. I'm someone who is breathing deeply right now, looking into what seems to be a void. My mind tells me that I am connected with everyone who has joined me in this exercise. And my body feels excited, thrilled, as a matter of fact. Who I am is the excitement and the thrill of connecting essentially. Who I am is the essential connection that unites me with you. Who I am is the energy and excitement that I experience in my body and in my breath as I feel joined by like-spirited companions. I'm aware of my mind continuing to be want in on the process. Observe it, make comments about it, think, oh, this is really cool, or, oh, you're not doing so well. I have some humor, in listening to my mind in its continuous commentary. And who I am is not that commentary. Who I am compassionately accepts that commentary, accepts my mind, accepts my body. In fact, has more compassion for my mind and my body than the quotes I often think I do. Who I am is a compassionate experience of the me and all of the yous in the world. Who I am is compassionate love. Compassionate love is not something that Jim does or Jim has. I, as compassionate love, have a Jim's body, have a Jim's mind. I experience my breath catching a bit as I say that. It feels a little mind-blowing to little Jim. The truth of this experience of being compassion is very compelling. It's as though I can feel a loving embrace of everyone who is with me in the now. Loving compassion feels an all-embracing me. And it accepts my little mind who's out there thinking, what are people thinking of this? Well, this is crazy. This is what, Being loving compassion helps me every moment of my day. It helped me today when actually my mind was going a little nuts, doing some bathroom remodeling in our house. And I had a difference of opinion with both my wife and the person constructing. And I was so sure that I was right. And yet I was amazed at how I couldn't let go of it. I knew that being right wasn't going to help the situation. And so part of me was saying, just shut up and accept whatever Joan wants, or whatever the contractor wants. And part of me was saying, no, I won't. I know what's best. And part of me was laughing at that, saying, Jim, let go of it. It's not a big deal. How the mirror is hung in the powder room. And yet there was this glint of compassion for myself going through the process, as well as the other people going through it with me. You say, thank you. And I say, tell me who you are. You take the next 5 minutes saying whatever comes up in your consciousness while you hold the question, who I am is. At the end of that period, come back to the video. Thank you. You say, tell me who you are. And it was that little glint of compassion which helped me take a path. The path was to simply express what my views were, what my thoughts were about how I would like to see it and what I thought would work best, and then let it go, have a dialogue, but not be overinvested in having my way. So I had a little compassion for myself as well as the other people having to put up with me in the process. And you know what happened? It worked. Well, what I mean by it worked, it wasn't I got my way, is I was able to express my way, and they actually listened and saw a way that it could be done, as I was saying, and there being other alternatives. At which point I said, fine, I got what I wanted, which was simply to be heard compassionately, and I hear you compassionately. I left and said, whatever you decide, I'm at peace with now. That's how loving compassion helped me today. I am the loving compassion which helps Jim every day, which helps him through all of his trials and challenges. Being loving compassion allows me every day to feel my softness as well as my intensity. Being loving compassion helps me in my work as a counselor. Helps me in my play with my grandchildren, with my children, with my wife, with my colleagues. Being loving compassion is that voice, aura in the background, which is keeping me from going off the rails, getting attached to something and going down with the ship, having to have it only one way. You say, thank you. And I say, tell me who you are. You take the next 5 minutes saying whatever comes up in your consciousness while you hold the question, who I am is. At the end of that period, come back to the video. Thank you. You say, tell me who you are. As loving compassion, I can actually hear other people not just their ego, not just what they're saying, but it's like hearing the loving intention behind what they're saying. Hearing the heart in everyone I meet. And this involves even people that I don't know personally, like political figures on the television. Even though my mind thoroughly disagrees with what their solution is to dealing with the problems of humanity, there's part of me that sees almost like going through a wormhole down to their core of love, which got molded and shaped by all of the experiences of their life and traumas or whatever is there, and comes out as, well, this opinion with this body. And being love and compassion, it's like I can follow that wormhole back to the core of the love that they are, connected to the core of the love that I am. And I have compassion for myself for having judgments about them, and compassion for them having judgments about me. And all of a sudden, those, it takes some of the sting out of, ooh, ouch, we're separate, we're different, we're going to hurt one another, we're dangerous. As loving compassion, I breathe easier. I can take the distraction of that little bong from my computer right now without a big irritation. Oh, I'm going to have to edit this out of the video. You say thank you, and I give the instruction. Tell me who you are. Pause the video and come back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Now you give me the instruction. Tell me who you are. So I just had the experience as loving compassion of hearing all of the voices of you who are doing this exercise with me, even though I don't know what the content of what you said, or could not hear the words that you were saying. It's the energy of your participation and your honest search for your truth that ignites the truth of who I am, of loving compassion. Whether you're telling me the immense pain that you're in, or the doubt that you have, or even judgments about me or this process. As loving compassion, I see this as me, as a reflection of my mind and my life journey, my fears, my doubts. I am the loving compassion that created this Jim personality and gave him a mission in this lifetime. As loving compassion, I know that he and I are one. It occurs to me that the divine might feel the same way about me. The creator that creates me is one with me, has divine compassion or loving compassion, and has the full responsibility and power, and these are just words, as the beingness to manifest all people, all of creation. I am one with my Father, the Creator. I am one with my Mother, the sustainer of all existence. I am that oneness. You say thank you, and I say, tell me who you are. Pause the video for 5 minutes and come back. Thank you. You say, tell me who you are. I recognize in listening to you as creator, my experience was different than listening to you as loving compassion. Listening to you as creator has loving compassion, but it feels expansive, boundless. It's not a focus of love going just to one person or a bunch of people at a time. As creator, I experience boundlessness. As creator, I experience oneness without any definition. As creator, I experience no separation between you and I. As creator, I am the one. And I recognize I also have a creation. My experience of who I am is creator. I am creator. The beauty of this is that there is no separation. My experience is not, I am creator and you're not. I am creator. I'm one with you as creator. And we have our creations. Our creations are individual parts of who we are, individual manifestations of who we are. As creator, I have an individual manifestation of Jimness, but also Kathyness and Andiness and Janeness and Joanness and my dog JDness. As creator, I feel more intimately connected with all, including worlds that I have not, Jim hasn't seen yet or recognized exist. As creator, I help Jim on his journey and help everyone on theirs to come home, to recognize the oneness of being creator. You say thank you. I say tell me who you are. And you complete now with your last 5 minutes of your exercise and come back to the video. Thank you. That completes our 40 minutes of the Enlightenment exercise. I did not rehearse anything in this process because that's just the mind taking control. A breakthrough experience of yourself is not in your mind, it's in your authentic present. So take what was ever valuable for you from the Enlightenment exercise and build upon it in your life. I can immediately see how I'm going to take what happened in doing this with you and have it build in my life. I am the creator of my powder room. of my relationship with the contractor and my wife and with you. And that's already dissolving some of the fear about differences and impeding one another on this journey home, being oneness in being creator. Now, this is just my version of it. This is just my experience. I'm not saying this is yours. It's not yours. Your experience is whatever yours is. Please hold that as precious. Even if you ended on a somewhat confused or down note or whatever, it's just part of the journey. As I said, on the weekend, the Enlightenment Intensive, we took 3 days going through this. The first exercise was just getting started. So take it with you. It can take you deeper and deeper into validating your truth through all your stages on your journey. Some people have used this process in their lives for years with great benefit. It can be a valuable tool in your toolbox, especially when you feel stuck in any one of these stages, either momentarily during the day or for longer periods in your development. Holding you in my heart as fellow travelers on the road home, I send and receive blessings for our circle and all sentient beings. Till next class. Blessings and light and love.